Good evening and greetings to honorable and distinguished guests and fellow family planning fans. Thank you also to those of you who have stayed till the bitter end here of the closing, last part of the opening ceremony. Sometimes when inspiration strikes, you just have to run with it. Last March, when Oying was looking for something creative and crazy to animate the International Conference on Family Planning, he explained that this year's conference would focus on how we would reach the ambitious goal of providing contraception to 120 million women by 2020. So I said, well, what if we created a time capsule that would capture people's ideas today in 2013 about how to reach those goals by 2020? And then we'll put it away, and in 7 years, we'll reopen it to see how we've done. Well, a few months later, I got a call from Oying, and he said, you know that time capsule idea that you had? We want you to run with it. And for those of you who know Oying, and even those of you who don't, you've probably surmised this evening, you can't say no to Oying. So fortuitously, the Hewlett Foundation at the time had just begun a collaboration with IDEO. IDEO is a design firm based in San Francisco that uses principles of human-centered design to tackle challenging social issues, including designing time capsules. So over the next several months, the IDEO team took what was just an idea, a silly idea at the time, and with passion, creativity, and a lot of energy, created a time capsule for us that is truly inspiring. So I'd like to take this chance to thank the IDEO team of Patrice Martin, Matt Taylor, Jade Gray, Ginny Wang, Stephen Kim, and Carla Lopez. And Jade and Matt are here this week. I hope that you get a chance to talk to them. And also I'd like to thank Christine Lee, who's a student currently at the Johns Hopkins School of Public Health, who served as our point person with the Gates Institute. So historically, time capsules were anthropological exercises. They were buried during celebrations such as the World's Fair and communicated with then future historians about the realities of a particular time. But people, as you can see behind me, also use time capsules to capture their personal lives. But our time capsule doesn't look like this. That's your cue. And it doesn't look like this. Our time capsule looks like this. So these are the voices of 2013. To give a face to the pledges made last year in London, we searched for stories from many countries all over the world, from partners of the Hewlett Foundation, to get stories about real experiences in using or accessing family planning. With the time capsule, I'll just have you keep going. There it is in all its glory. You'll meet Sadaf and Catherine and William, Mrs. Kamanga and Mrs. Ndugu. These people struggle with everything from how to transport women to clinics to how to get more men involved in decisions about family planning. And you are going to help them. You'll write your contribution on a sticker, just like this, and add it onto the time capsule to the many other voices that have already been heard. These will be your ideas of how to improve lives through family planning by the year 2020. And we ask that you write your name and your country if you're comfortable doing that. So after the conference, we're going to box up the time capsule. We'll put it away for 7 years, and 7 years from now, we'll reopen it to see how well we've realized our collective vision. So now I have the privilege to introduce Monira Akhtar, who you may recognize from the video earlier this afternoon. Monira is a nursing student in Bangladesh, and she was inspired by Catherine's question on the time capsule about how to design appropriate family planning programs for young people. And Monira is going to read us her response that she's already contributed to the time capsule on why she thinks family planning is important. Monira?
No, thank you. I believe family planning is very important for youth because they play a vital role in controlling our population. I learned the benefit of a planned family and bad effect of early marriage. So I decided to talk about family planning with my friends and family. I took a vow that I will share the message of family planning with others.
Thank you, Monira, for your contribution. As I said, she's already made her contribution to the time capsule. So now I invite each of you to join me and Monira, I've made mine this afternoon as well, to make your contribution to the time capsule. It's right here out in the lobby, and you will be remembered then as one of the voices of 2013. Thank you.